Hello, neighbors. Welcome to Isopods podcast. Let me just get settled in here. We're going with a beautiful day in the neighborhood. So today we've got a couple neighbors with us. We've got a special treat as Isopod Freak is here for us. And we're going to talk to him and his boy, Tyler. So Scott and Tyler, we're going to have them on today. Talking about geckos first with Ty and isopods afterwards. High-end isopods, high-end millipedes. Apparently they're ready to go with that. So, and due to their one gecko being Chewbacca, I just switched to Star Wars. So our other special guest, our other special neighbor is Nat Rivera. She is going to be our new co-host. So she's high energy. We'll see what happens. I think it'll be great. So she's been on before, which is amazing. And we're going to have her on now. So let's bring her in. And we'll move my camera so that you can actually see where I'm supposed to be. Nat, there she is.
Hey, Josh. How are you?
Always good. Always good. Busy as usual.
And your amazing setup in your background as usual.
Oh, I don't have it set up. I was going to be doing that as the Mr. Rogers. But R.I.P. Fred Rogers. There we go.
I love it. There it is. Perfection.
Sorry, DJ Space Cat. All right. My original, or not my original, but my first replacement backup singer, I guess. So let's put this where I can actually look at it and it doesn't look like I'm looking at the screen up in my other corner. Boom. There we go. All right. I've got my questions ready. Are you ready?
I am ready to go. Let's do this.
Fantastic. All right. Let's see. We got Tyler right here. Ty, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Leave your mic on? Pretty good. All right. Just leave your mic on. We're going to switch things up just a little bit. I'm going to put Ty here because Ty's going to show us some cool stuff. And then Ty's going to be a cameraman. Can I call you Ty or is it just Tyler?
I don't care.
I love that. I love that attitude.
Nice.
Dad says whatever. Versatility is going to take you far in this world, my friend. That's just the Isobuddies advice. So, Ty, you're here to talk to us about geckos. Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah? Awesome. So what did you bring for us to see today?
I brought a Chihuahua gecko.
A Chihuahua named Chewbacca?
Gecko.
Yep.
Hence the Star Wars, yeah.
And then I got a Cresty.
Okay. The Cresty ate all of your ricotta cheese, I see. So Tyler and Scott are the only Isobuddies that I've met in person. And that was a great date. Scott got me into a show for free because I told him that I was with Isopod Freaks and that I needed to get him his migraine medication. And they were like, yeah, whatever. So that saved me $8.
I had nothing to do with that.
No, he didn't. That was all my idea. I will scam those show people every time. That's a gorgeous gargoyle.
Beautiful gecko.
What's his name?
Beautiful pattern and coloring.
Tornado.
Tornado.
Was she super fast? Or is that a boy or a girl?
It's a boy. And then the female that he's with is named Hurricane.
Nice. Did they chase each
Very
other
well
around or what?
All the time.
All the time. All right.
Very well named then. That's awesome, Ty.
That's perfect. Who named him? You?
Yep.
Now your sister's in this hobby too. She's not with us tonight. She's an angry teenager or a busy teenager. Sorry, they're all angry, right? So does she do the breeding of the geckos? What is she into?
She breeds the Cresties.
Okay. All right. So, well, yeah, we thought we'd have you on because you're the one that's more into it. Tyler got me to hold this amazingly beautiful blue tongue skink. I was sold. I was ready to buy that thing, and my wife would have murdered me. Gorgeous coloring and patterning on that thing. And so tame. He was just so chill the whole show. So, Ty, we've got some questions for you. Are you ready?
Yep.
Ready to go? Awesome.
What's the square root of pi? Kidding.
3, 6, 5, 9.
Whoa, all right. I don't even know if that's right. I suck at math.
You at least got some numbers down better than what we would have done.
All right. Nat's going to start us off while I grab a drink.
All right, Ty. So this may be a simple question for you, but we'll see how it goes. So, who or what actually got you into into the geckos? I'm not even gonna say gargoyle geckos, but geckos in general. What got you into it, or who?
Red's bugs.
Red's bugs.
Red's bugs. I need to get him on.
And how did they get you on? Like, how did they intrigue you into the hobby?
Well, he gave my sister a Cresty, and then he let me hold one of his gargoyles, and I was immediately hooked. So then, about 3 months later, I bought one from him.
Nice. That's awesome. That's amazing. That's amazing. That you were to fall in love with one, and then the same person that made you really into it, you got one from them. So heck yeah, that's really cool.
Is Red local too? Is he one of the guys at the shows?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know that. I need to contact him and get him on the show. I'm sorry?
He's the one that mainly got us into all of this stuff.
Oh, so he's the dealer. He's the main dealer. All right, awesome.
Very cool.
Look at that face. Ugh. These guys are great starters, I feel like, because they're so cute and they've got so much personality. All right, so
and
Ty.
they don't drop their tails so much.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, right.
But
which is good.
It hurts really bad.
Oh, yeah?
When they bite, do they bite hard?
Yeah, and they have teeth.
Really?
Oh.
I figured that out the hard way.
You get one a little angry?
Well, they were breeding, or not really breeding, they were fighting, so I was going to split them up, and I grabbed one, and then it bit me. This guy.
That's how I got bit by my leopard gecko. I got opened up by my leopard gecko years ago, and they were fighting. The two males got together by accident, and I got in the middle, and I paid the price. I was shocked at how much I bled. So Ty, question number 2. When did you first get serious about the hobby? When did you first get like
2 years ago.
2 years ago, and how old are you now?
I am 13, turning 14 in 2 months.
So, wow. Happy birthday. All right. So, at 11 years old, you were serious about it. So you're going to be crushing it when you're an adult, right? You're going to have racks and racks of geckos, right?
Yep. And
are you more into the geckos or the isopods?
Both. They're...
Ooh, double threat.
Equal.
And millipedes and everything under the sun.
Hey, the trifecta.
That's like Ophi. I've been seeing pictures from Ophi's Spider-Verse that she's just getting every possible invertebrate on the planet. Mm-hmm. So I like to see the kids that are into this is the next generation or 2 generations from now that are going to be running this hobby. So Ty, when you're famous, remember the little guys.
Remember where you started.
Whoa, it's a mantis.
Nope.
Leaf insect.
No, that is...
That's awesome. Did you guys get into those after I got the walking sticks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those guys are cooler. Those guys are cooler than my walking sticks.
I think these might be the same species. No.
As the walking sticks? No.
No.
I think mine are basically American. They're just the normal American ones. Yours are from Madagascar or something?
They're from the same guy, though.
Gotcha. Oh. Yeah.
Literally, when I went to this
table, same place.
I went past this guy's table at the show that I went to with Scott, and he had one deli cup on his table that had 3 walking sticks in it, and it was $15. And I was like, that's all he had on his table. That was it. And I was like, I'll give you $10. And he was like, done. So that was sweet too. He, bargain, haggle with these people. They're there to haggle. They want to sell their stuff. Yeah. They don't haggle online as much. All right. Next question, Ty.
All right. Next one for you, coming from me. So Ty, what do you think is the best or the most rewarding part of the hobby when it comes to either the geckos or the isopods?
Producing.
What do you think is the best part? Yeah. Oh yeah. That's my favorite part too.
Producing babies, and with the geckos, they're just fun to watch. I can sit there for 2 hours and stare at the day geckos.
Oh
and
yeah.
just like watch like their movement and like what they do throughout the day?
Yep.
Do you guys have the
Very
little ones?
cool.
Or I heard. What did you say? You had the gold dust ones?
We have the gold dust and the lined.
Nice.
Those are both beautiful,
We
beautiful
have
lizards.
we have a pair of both.
That's a good way to start it, right?
Oh, absolutely. Got to start with a pair. Right?
Definitely.
Just makes the most sense.
They're mostly
What do you
my
op-
dad's, though. I just keep them in my room because we have no space.
There's Tiger.
Oh, beautiful. Look at that.
She just has such great structure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what
Gorgeous.
morph is she? Is she just a basic, or is she something
She's
special?
Just a basic, normal.
Yeah,
Basic? Oh, but basics are still the best.
they are. They're kind of my favorites because you can get them for a good price, and they're honestly the best. What do you think, Ty? Is it the gargoyle or the crested that's the best starter?
Gargoyle.
Well, for
Gargoyle.
a starter pet, like if you've never done geckos before.
Cresties because they're cheap and they are super soft.
They are super soft. Their skin is like
They are.
Like when
They are like.
when people think lizard, they think slimy.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Oh.
I mean, their poop
And-
can be slimy, but they're not.
Go bioactive.
When you eat fruit and bugs all day.
We'll put her back. We done with Tiger?
Yeah.
Tiger's done with us, I think.
Tiger's done.
Tiger's done.
Tiger's done.
She already-
So, Tyler, do you have any pro tips, like things that you tried out that you didn't hear about that maybe worked out for you?
Not much. Not off the top of my head that I remember.
Okay. What do you think is a solid bit of advice for people that are getting into? You said crescents are the easiest, so people that don't have them. What do you think is the best or a solid piece of advice for those people?
Just be prepared. You
Be
just have
prepared.
to- People say that they're really low maintenance, but they could be higher maintenance sometimes.
Well, every pet, yeah. Like at what times are they higher maintenance?
When they're babies.
Oh, for sure.
And
Are you feeding them every day when they're babies?
You have to spray them every day and feed them every other day like normal. But keep an eye on their weight and everything.
And what do you feed your guys?
We feed them Pangea gecko diet, either the watermelon or the cricket one.
Watermelon's my go-to.
Mm.
I tried mixing it, and he refused to eat. My male was like, you don't mix. What are you doing?
No. You want to hear something funny, Ty? So I have a crested gecko named Dro. I thought it was a male at first because everybody thought they had the bulges. And turns out I found 6 eggs in her enclosure when I went to go upgrade her. So she's a female. Now, funny thing is, Josh, you mentioned watermelon. My gecko pooped in her food for 5 days straight every time I fed her watermelon, and did not stop pooping in her food until I fed her the fig and insects.
Wow, that's a pretty solid signal. That is a pretty solid signal and a funny story.
Pooped in it every day. Every day. So speaking of crested geckos, and now you have a beautiful gargoyle on your hat right now. So Josh kind of essentially asked this question, but I'm going to ask it more directly. What are the major, you think, differences that you've personally experienced between keeping crested geckos and gargoyle geckos, like climate or maybe temperature, maybe feeding? What do you think are some of the major differences?
Cresties definitely eat more of the Pangea, and Gargs eat more crickets and stuff.
Yeah?
And Cresties eat a lot more, though. Like
They are pigs. Yeah, mine is a pig. I didn't know.
Faster. They grow 10 times
More
faster.
of a glutton? Like they eat a lot more?
Who grows 10 times faster? The cresties?
The Cresties, yeah.
Now that gargoyle's not full grown,
wow.
right?
He gets a little bit bigger, but he's breeding size.
Okay. Fair. Now, what about temperament? You said
Nice.
you got chomped by that guy. So is the temperament a little more maybe savage with the gargoyles, or do you think
Yeah.
they're about the same? Yeah.
I mean,
I think they're a little more sassy.
right now, the way he's running around my arms, that's a sign that he's gonna bite me.
Oh, okay.
He's done.
Yeah.
And
Is that what he
I'm
does
done
when you're not
entertaining.
listening?
I've been chomped by every single one of my geckos.
All right. Is that a
So-
pro tip? Would you say that helps you
So
bond
that's a
with them?
positive. That's a
Don't hold
positive,
them-
though.
Yeah, don't hold them too much.
There you go. See, you'll learn. You'll learn something, though.
But enough that they're kind of tame, right? Because yours are way tamer than mine. Than my male. My male, he doesn't have it.
Yeah, you work with them their whole life, and eventually you accomplish the tameness that you wanted.
Awesome. Who's this guy?
Ty,
Smokey.
this is my first time co-hosting, but I've watched several of these different podcasts. You are the most well-versed individual I have ever seen on this show. You are very, very well knowledge. I know I'm kind of throwing at you some kind of big terminology, but you're nodding your head like, oh yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. So you're just reiterating how amazing you are. No, you've been doing great though. You've been doing great. You're selling yourself short a little bit. Like, you've been doing awesome. I think you're one of the best individuals we've had on this show yet.
That's awesome.
He's
You
the
were-
one that taught me.
Hey,
But he
We're
didn't
really
teach you
excited
that
'cause we're about to
personality.
bombard him.
Yeah.
Exactly. He taught you the knowledge, but the way you're responding and how excited you are and how responsible you seem when dealing and handling with these guys. So you are very comparable to some people who've been in this business for longer than you've been alive. So good job.
Yeah. You need your own YouTube channel. Get on it,
I
Dad.
have
Yeah.
a channel.
You do?
Hey,
I
we'll
saw-
make sure we add it into the comments and the description of this video today. Okay?
What is it, buddy?
Is that
What
okay,
it?
Josh?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that
What's
good?
the?
Like we can add his
Yeah. What's your YouTube channel?
Isopod Freak Jr.
Isopod Freak Jr. You hear all that, you guys? Isopod Freak Jr. So
Is that 3 words?
definitely
Isopod Freak Jr.
Okay.
JR. So specifically JR, not Junior. The whole thing spelled out. Make sure you look him up, follow,
There he is.
subscribe, check out his page. Josh, I'm so glad you already found him. We'll make sure that we add your link to our information down in the description.
And to Scott's page. So, Tyler, I'm going to ask you a favor. We're going to switch to your dad. Can you use your phone to show us better pictures of the animals, like from the top down,
Yes.
so we can see them a little better? Just because I know holding isopods at an angle is really difficult. Like, mine tend to run
Yeah.
right off my hand. So, because we're going to look at some really beautiful isopods, too. So, thanks so much, Tyler. I appreciate your time. And you get to stay up late tonight, right?
Nice.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, let's see the top-down view before we get started.
I don't know how to flip my camera.
Oh, you're going to have to, I don't know that it works so good on this.
So there's going to be a tiny button at the very, very bottom next to the mic. It should say camera. And on that little icon, you should be able to do the setting on there. If not, it might be a little bit different.
So, Scott, we're going to keep you in the small. Well, there he goes. All right. No, that was Nat. Nat lost her internet. She'll be back. Scott, there you go. Scott, we're going to keep you in the small window so we can have the animals in the big window. Is that fair? Scott froze. I still have Tyler. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Sometimes my connection fades out. So
There we go. We got it.
do we have Scott back?
I see Scott.
He's like frozen.
Oh, he is frozen. Oh, there he goes.
Nope.
He moved. Give us a thumbs up. There we go. We got movement.
Scott, what are we going to talk about first? What did you bring for
Perfect.
us? We put Scott on a 10-second delay because he's got a foul mouth. So he just swears all the time.
I was going to ask you about that. I forgot. Keep my mouth shut.
And here I am. I was so proud of myself.
We try to keep it low key so we can pick up some sponsors. Tonight's episode is sponsored by everything watermelon flavored right now. I'm not a pumpkin spice guy, but I'm a basic old white guy. I love everything with watermelon flavor in it, except Pangea. It smells better than it tastes. All right, there's Ty peeking in with his Bass Pro
There we
Shop
go.
hat.
Do that.
Perfect.
His microphone keeps muting, so I have to use mine.
Okay, that's fine.
Can you hear
That
me?
is okay.
I'll mute you for
Perfect.
sure over here. All right, I got you muted for
Ooh.
sure. Oh, your mic isn't connected. So, all right.
Uh-oh.
Well, hold on.
Oh, wait. We heard you.
Oh, we're using my microphone now.
Yeah.
Good. There we go.
You can hear me?
I can hear you
Mhm.
perfectly.
All right,
Yeah.
good.
So, what are we looking at here? What's in this bin?
This is going to be the Boulevard.
Okay. These guys are probably my favorite porcellio. I just love that awesome yellow that they have. Sorry, I'm spoilers. Can you get closer to those, Ty? I see some
Beautiful.
mica in there. It's
Oh,
hard with
yeah.
the
Look at
shadows,
those babies.
Oh,
Isopod.
I can hear myself.
let me see. I got your dad's mic back on. All right. I'm trying to mute your dad. Okay. Should be good now.
Perfect.
That's better.
We almost
There we
always
go.
have technical difficulties. So,
Yeah, for a second I
It
heard
goes with the
myself.
show.
For a second I heard myself talking on here.
it's really weird, isn't it? All right, there's your cuddle bone. Oh, there's a couple there chowing on some calcium. Now, those are little guys.
Oh,
Those
so
are like
fast.
half grown.
Not even.
Yeah, not even.
So, Porcelli, this is Bolivari, so they're a little bigger, yeah?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And what would you say you do differently for these guys? Because these guys are for more advanced keepers, right?
Depends on the keeper, I guess.
So what do you do different?
What I do different, I don't know. What works for me is I keep them just a quarter moist, cuddle bone, fish flakes, shrimp.
Okay.
So you say what works for you. I saw the container that you have them in. What container is it? How sealed is it? And how much ventilation do you have?
Okay, I've got a hole on the front left and on the back right.
Okay.
For ventilation, it's about 1 3/8 inch hole with screen mesh over it.
Come here.
There it is.
Nice. That's the Isopod view right there.
Very cool. Okay. And what size container is that for all the viewers out there?
It's a 16 quart container.
16
Sterilite?
quart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sterilite.
You can find those in bulk on Amazon, or they're pretty cheap at Walmart. I know. Look at those
Walmart's
guys.
the one I've been going to for lately.
Walmart.
Yeah, because it's the
Yeah.
cheapest. But
Yeah, I
they're not
find they.
all the time, which stinks. But
So these guys, their setup is pretty basic. Look at that. They just look like trilobites. Like, I just think they look prehistoric.
Mm-hmm. There's a beautiful male hiding. Oh, 2 males.
Ah, look at that big monster right in the middle.
Oh, wow. Surrounded by the females.
It's got a little harem
And
going
so,
on.
and for the individuals out there who aren't as well versed in these guys, how is it that you can tell the difference between males and females?
The two giant tails hanging out the back.
Europods.
So that mouse hung.
So as the viewers can see, the one that large one in the center, those really, really large, long Europods, that's a male. The one directly to the right of it, closer to his finger, that's a female with the really short Europods coming out.
Yep.
Very cool. And it's so cool how some of them will keep them closer together and some will spread them out.
Yeah,
like this guy walking around. He's not strutting his stuff. He's like a little more subdued.
He must have got put in his place by another one.
Probably. Yeah. I wish I could get a video of my Bolivari when they get defensive.
Who's that little guy? Is that an Oreo crumble?
It's an Oreo.
He's not supposed to be in there.
Nope.
Keepers of Isopods, you wind up having hitchhikers or teleporters that wind up invading. These guys are so cool. So, Scott, when did you first start keeping Isopods? Like, how long has it been?
2.5 years.
So you started about the same time Tyler did?
Yeah, we all got into this, and it was go.
So now, did you guys just go to a show and you met Red's Bugs?
No, I work with Red.
Oh, okay.
We're both plumbers, so.
Ah.
My daughter was looking
different trade.
She actually got us started on this whole adventure.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't realize you work with him too. That's awesome.
That is amazing. It's similar to how I and Tanya, Mai Tai Exotics. Mai Tai Exotics, yeah. We live about 20 minutes down the road from each other.
Yep. I would be here all the time.
Same here.
I would be at your guys' house all the time.
Love going over.
Oh yeah,
she had everything.
Yeah, that's exactly how I am over with them. I shoot them a text message. I'm like, hey, so I'm coming over. FYI, and I'm gonna pick up some stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome. That's very cool. So obviously that kind of answered my question for you. Would be kind of like who got you or what got you into the hobby, but I guess then what kept you into the hobby then, to kind of follow up on that? Like what was it about it that made you stay?
I just love watching these little things crawl around everywhere. It was just cool. I mean, Tyler got dairy cows was his first thing, and 2 weeks later I had ordered probably 3 or 4 other types of isopods, and it just blossomed from there.
Nice. Heck yeah. Very, very addictive. Very addictive for those out there watching.
Yeah. So now I'm up to 88. So
that's awesome. That's going to be my next question. How many you got already?
88.
88. So 88. You have 88 and describe to those. Is that going to be species, or is that going to be species and variations within that species?
Species and variations.
Nice.
I feel very like cool. You could get 88 variations of Scaber by like.
Oh yeah,
they're probably
88. Yeah, there's got to be 88 now.
I've probably got 15 variations of Scabers.
Wow, I have one. I stopped at one because I'm an armadillidium fanatic. Like I just love them.
Absolutely.
But I really like the giant Spanish because I just think they're so cool. Finances have kept me from diving deep into those guys so these are the more expensive isopods, guys. So like a 10 count, or what do you do? A 12 count or a 10 count of these guys?
I do 10 counts.
So what does that run from you? Like what is that roughly?
I've got them at 100. Is what I charge.
So you're talking $10 a bug, right?
Yeah.
There's definitely more expensive. Like I feel like Bolivari kind of came down recently.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And I still next month will be my year in the hobby. On the 15th of June will be my podiversary.
Nice. Yeah, the Bolivari definitely have come down a smidgen. They're still very, very valuable, and it makes sense. They're an amazing species.
Beautiful.
Looking at mine right now, there's one trying to carry a piece of fish flake across the enclosure, and they're awesome. Like, I absolutely love them. So I can
that a wet
understand why you
scorpion?
have them.
Vinegaroon.
Vinegaroon.
Fingaroon.
How'd they get that name,
Those are
Tyler?
the one.
Because they spray vinegar out of their butts.
Do they? I'm not gonna lie. That's the first time I've heard that.
It is
You
a scent
taught
of
me
vinegar.
something, Ty.
He just sprayed me, and now I smell like vinegar. He's trying.
Hey, but at least it's not that bad. It could totally be worse. It could be worse. At least now you smell like a tomato and cucumber salad.
Now, how
And
long
so,
have you
do
had?
these guys bite?
They can, but
They can, but do they typically?
Not
No.
likely.
unless
Not likely.
unless you make them as mad as I just did.
So you
Probably
really
brought
gotta
him out of his home.
mess with them.
Yeah, and when they're in their enclosure, I don't like to put my hand like this when he's in his enclosure because he might bite me. So I grab him by his
You just pick them up.
yeah.
Oh, kind of like a crayfish, like behind the claws.
hmm And then he sprays me.
Ah.
Then he sprays you. You can't win. You either smell or you get bit. So now, do they actually bite, or they just pinch you with those pinchers that they've got?
Oh, they bite.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Ooh. Wally's
They
got a.
can bite. It
they
feels
can
like
bite.
a bee sting. Feels
Oh
like
It
God,
feels like a bee sting.
that's a bad bite.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. You're not making it sound any better, Ty.
Everybody needs one though.
yeah. Everybody needs one. And I
Needs
took
a-
this
So
home. I took this home. My mom only didn't enter my room for a week. It was fine.
there you go. There you go. It's a win-win situation. Got a cool pet, and you got your own privacy.
For a week.
So, do you know where these guys are from originally?
Africa or Australia,
From Australia?
right?
I thought they were native to America. I thought like
No.
Texas. No.
Yes, there's a difference.
No.
But
Oh, there's
this is the
different-
African giant. This is the African giant version.
Okay.
There's an
Ah.
African giant version of everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're absolutely right on that one.
In the insect world, at least.
So,
Yeah.
so Wally Kern had a question. We're kind of going with these as we see them because people tune in and out. So, which isopod is each of your king of isopods? For viewers that don't know, Wally's very involved in having a king of isopods.
It's the king. I know. There's always a king.
So, what's your
Always.
king, Tyler? What's your favorite isopod? What's the top isopod for you?
I'd say either the duckies or the cows.
Dairy cows is the king?
Duckies or cows? Duckies or cows? I can see that. I can see that because duckies.
both-
I mean,
They both live on a farm.
there you go. There you go.
So we need some more. We need some rooster isopods and
We need some geese.
goosepods.
We need some goats.
Chicken.
Maybe a chicken. Ooh,
Mastigoproctus.
absolutely a chicken.
I'm sure they're
We
coming.
have to figure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know what this means, but Morris has been teaching me some new words this month. What's mastigoproctus? Does that mean anything to you guys? No? Is that the pinchers on the front of the vinegaroon? Is that what you're trying to teach me, Morris? Us? Teach us? We're educational.
All of us?
We're educational.
Just hobbyists.
You know?
So Scott,
Yeah.
what's your king?
My king? I don't know.
I know it's tough. You got 88 species to choose from.
It's tough. It's tough.
The king in my house right now is probably the Expanses.
The expansion.
Oh.
Do we have those? Do we
Yes.
have those ready to go?
Do you
That was
by
my-
any chance have?
That was one of my 2 requests. Oh, that's the genus name of the American vinegaroons. Mastigoproctus is the genus name of the American vinegaroons.
That's American, though.
Well, yeah, it's not
Oh, is that
giant
the
African.
American? Okay, yeah, that's not the giant African.
I'm Fancy Tyler. I don't like American-made bugs.
So, Ty, question for you. Is there any way, only because I have no idea, and for those who don't know either, is there any way to differentiate which one's a male and which one's a female?
Of these guys,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't figured that out, and I've been looking for a year.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's something that we definitely need to dive in then, huh?
There's people that say that there's ways to check them, but I've seen many different ways, and
Kind of skeptical about some of them.
very.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Like there are some like isopods with the Bolivari, but you've got the Europods that are very, very much distinct. What's a male? What's a female? But then you look at a Cubaris and have fun.
yeah. Get out your electron microscope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ophi Spider-Verse agrees that Expansus is the king. I personally think they're the king. I really want them. Just when you guys see these, they're gorgeous. I don't think we've had them on the show yet.
No, I don't think so.
No,
Mine-
you know what? Matt, your episode, we saw really crappy pictures of them.
Here you go.
Terrible
Yeah, your
pictures
phone
of
was
mine.
awful. So these are
Phone's at 10%.
the cream of the crop, like color, size.
Hey, there's already one right there in the bottom left
Yeah.
corner.
Look at those guys. Let's see
Yep.
if we can see them on
They're
Driftwood.
everywhere. Woo-hoo.
Looking at here.
Beautiful.
There we
Look
go.
at those guys.
So as you can see, these guys are big too. They're about as big as Ty's thumbnail. I think that's Ty's hand.
No, that's my hand.
Okay. Well, that's even bigger then. That's even bigger. They're bigger than a 13-year-old kid's thumbnail.
They're bigger. They're a little bigger than the Bolivari.
Scott's 18, so look at those guys. So they're not quite as big as Hoffs, but they're big.
Yes.
And they're wider. They're wider, it looks like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're fancy like the Bolivari.
They're gorgeous. Oh, I just love those
Oh,
spikes.
they're
Oscar on the
so
back.
beautiful.
It's not really showing up here. I don't know if it's the lighting, but so their skirt there is it really that yellow where you're at, or is it more orange like I've seen them?
Well, these are just regular Expansus. I have
Okay.
orange Expansus also, which the skirt was more orange on them.
Okay. That's the ones I want. That's the king
Yeah.
for me because orange is king. Even though I don't have that many orange Isopods, I have like 3.
So what kind of moss is it that you have right there on that bottom corner?
I'm just using the mountain mouse.
Mountain moss?
Yes.
Okay.
From Amazon.
Nice.
The Beetlejuice
Oh,
Isopod.
okay.
Well, he
It
calls
seems to
the
be
orange
working
the
the best for me.
Beetlejuice.
What was that?
It seems to be working the best for me as cost.
Nice.
Effective.
And it maintains moisture pretty well.
Yes.
Very cool.
That's all.
I've added pillow moss to my Hoffmans, and they eat the ever loving crap out of it. They just eat it. They won't leave it alone. Like it dies every time I place a new piece in there. So I'm just like, okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. We were talking about that a couple months ago about the armadillium species, that they tend to be a little more vegetarian in the sense where they love plant matter.
Yeah, I chopped a bunch of weeds out of my garden. I just left them on the side of the garden, like laid them down. And when I picked them up, there was just a ton of vulgare under there and earwigs. But I didn't scream that hard. I hated earwigs so much.
Ty, would you?
He launched out of there. He was going.
He was like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready for my debut.
I thought we were going to see... Oh, Peter, Bugs in Cyberspace started calling the Expansus, the orange Expansus, the Beetlejuice Isopod.
Nice.
Which I think that's a proper name.
Oh, Definitely proper name.
Who is that?
Wow.
It's a picture
What is
from
that?
Wally Kern.
That's from Wally?
Yep.
That thing has some junk on
Wow.
It's doing well. Put him with the female. I put him with the female yesterday.
it. All right.
Nice. It's doing amazingly well. Look how healthy that belly is. Look how thick that tail is. Beautiful bone structure.
He hates me.
He hates you. He's sitting pretty still.
I've been bit by this guy a few times.
You took him away
Yeah.
from his lady. Like, come on.
Yeah.
His ladies.
Ladies.
His
All
ladies,
right.
even worse, even worse. He had a double date and you took him.
I mean, in this world of social media, it wouldn't be well.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Hey, Ty, not that I don't want to see that guy, but can we see your that African giant millipede?
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh,
All right.
please and thank you.
I'm
I
not
saw
gonna
you
lie.
kind of pull him out earlier, and I got excited. I think Josh and I both got really excited that we were going to see him.
We just got him, so he's not that big yet.
Okay.
There's a male and a female.
Yeah.
Is that all you have? Is two?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good starter, I
Nice.
guess. Who did we lose? Scott for a second? Okay.
For a moment.
Am I here?
Yeah, I can still hear you, but I can't see
We
you.
can hear you.
So, Scott, do you have any pro tips for these giant, the giant Spanish isopods?
I'm gone.
I can hear you, though.
You're gone.
Well, that's
Yeah,
good.
we can hear you. We can hear you.
I'll take your camera out until it comes back, so we
I
have a
don't
little more
have any
space.
pro tips. I just know what works for me.
Well, okay.
There you
What
go.
works
There you
for
go.
you, then?
That's the best we can ask.
Dried shrimp, leaf litter, cuddle bone.
What do you
I'm-
use as leaf litter? Because there's multiple different hardwoods, multiple different oaks that people use.
Maple
What has worked
I
best
think
for you?
work the best.
Maple?
Maple?
Yes.
Interesting.
Seems like they like
Because-
the content.
Ah, the only ones that eat maple in my collection are my dairy cows. Wow, look at that beautiful specimen. Yeah, definitely not as
Wow.
big, but still very large in comparison to most other millipedes.
Definitely.
What is that, Ty? What is it
Um,
exactly?
It is a giant matte black millipede.
African, right?
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay. Let's ask
You
Morris.
looking for the other mate?
What's the American one
Yeah.
called, Morris? He's gonna know. That's the problem. Like he's gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
like, oh,
He's gonna know. Come on, Morris. You know you got this.
that shouldn't be a problem.
And they're cool too.
I love the millipedes. I think they're so great.
Found it.
We need. I think we were talking last week about.
Awesome.
I think we were talking about putting them up in a spa where like that that pool you put your toes in and the fish eat the dead skin off. Like these guys would totally do that for you. Now
Only-
these guys. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Only if there were thousands bred in captivity. There's only a certain amount bred in captivity ever.
Oh, these guys.
Because they're not taken out of the
Ah.
wild anymore.
Okay,
Oh, wow. Okay.
that's why they cost so much.
That makes sense. It's similar to how the crested geckos were for a really long time. Crested geckos got kind of pricey there because you couldn't export them. They were only captive bred.
And
Well,
now
didn't it
they're-
take? I thought they made them basically endangered, like the pet hobby, the Cresties.
Almost.
they were
Go ahead, Ty.
they were listed as extinct for like 5 years, I think. I don't know.
Was it about 5 years?
Yeah, and then I
Something
heard
like that.
they
And then they rediscovered them?
extinct. Yeah. And then one got blown by a tsunami or hurricane onto a research lab, and then
That's handy. It's like, no, guys, I'm still alive. Look.
It's like, no. I'm right here. Check me out.
And then it was, they were just looking in the wrong spot. So, for them.
Well, there you go.
I'm
Oh.
gonna put the female away. She's
She's
not
just
moving.
She's not very happy.
Right?
But I
So now
mean,
with these
this
guys, how do you sex these guys? You seem pretty confident of which one's which.
Actually, this might be the female. It's okay. So wait for its head to get out. But
So do they have the saddle like the other ones?
no, they are. If they're a female, then they're missing a row of legs.
That's
Okay.
right. I read that somewhere and I wasn't sure how true it was. So very cool.
Yeah, I don't know how you'd find that out. So it's just all of a sudden there's a stutter in the legs?
Yeah, there's just this guy is a male.
Okay.
This one is the male. It's
Is
not-
it like the 7th set back like the other millipedes? Like the saddle is at like the 7th segment?
I think it's. I don't really know.
Okay, all right.
But it's pretty close to the front.
If you go like this and look at them, you'll see if it's a male or a female. The female,
When my
Very cool.
the female don't have a row of legs right there, and then the males do. It'll
okay.
be pretty distinct.
Scott,
Nice.
your camera's back. Let's get Scott back on here.
My back?
Boom.
Yeah,
Yep.
your camera's back for
Boom
sure.
chakalaka.
We got you. It's still slow, but that's okay.
It's
I think you
okay.
need to get your daughter a new laptop. That's what this
Yeah.
means.
Yeah, because it's a year old.
Oh, yeah. It's garbage. It's garbage now.
Need a new one.
What are we looking at now, Ty?
Their tank or their enclosure.
Okay.
So
So that's pretty basic, too.
yeah, this is all supposed to be over here, and then this goes like that.
Okay. I got you.
So,
Oh, okay, I see.
and I like to just put them there and watch them just crawl around.
I mean, they're cool. Now, I have the
They're
ivories. and
very
every
cool.
Yeah,
Every time I pick them up, they poop on me.
my ivories crashed.
Oh, that stinks. I think they're, as far as personality-wise, like, they're not shy at all. They're just super cool.
Yeah, I'm wanting to go to Florida and get some purple ivories, but we'll make that happen in 10 years.
I think Pete at Bugs in Cyberspace has them from time to time, and he's super reliable. So that might be a source for you too.
The bumblebees have actually caught my attention recently, only because my younger sister, Ty, you mentioned Florida. My younger sister lives in Florida, and she sent me a video of one. She goes, "Look what I found on my plant." And I was like, "Please send it to me." It was beautiful. It was just yellow, black, like this perfect, beautiful. And I have no idea how old it was, but I wanted it. And thankfully, I knew better than to have her just send it to me because it was perfectly happy on her plant.
That male looks
that's
ready
a
to go back
beautiful
in his
gecko.
tank.
Probably.
He's so ready. So ready.
See if I can get her out to show you her legs. The missing segment.
You've got to hold super still. Now, when I saw mine mating, I thought they were like trying to murder each other because they just full on hug. It's like a full body intertwined hug because their genitals are like right here. It'd be like on your sternum, basically. So, can we say genitals in front of Tyler?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I
You're a
I
science
was
guy.
like, so a little late there, Josh. You already said it.
Yeah, that's how I roll. That's how I roll. So it's easier to ask to apologize than ask permission, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, snap.
You can see it. You can actually see a gap in the legs. Later,
Or
when
is
this
it-
posts, you guys can pause it there, but you can see a gap in those bajillion legs.
That's
They
so
only-
crazy.
They say Millipede stands for 1,000 legs.
Yeah. How many do they have?
1,000. They have around 300.
I feel like that's still. I don't know what Latin is for 300.
Try something, I'm sure.
Bye, Wally. Wally's a busy guy. Everybody posts their videos on Tuesdays, so I feel awful having guests on. What are we going to ask Scott?
Oh, we got a few questions for Scott. Hang on.
We do have a few left.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. All right, Scott. So something that actually was a question was a consensus question, if you will, with a couple of people that I've kind of asked around. Oh, snap. I'm sorry. I got excited with the missing leg or missing pair of legs. What mixture of substrate do you use for your isopods?
A mixture of substrate. I use an ABG mix.
Very cool. Do you make it yourself?
No, sometimes. It depends on.
Every once in a while?
No, I'll usually just mix peat moss with worm castings is what I use.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just keep it simple.
that's about the general. I love peat moss and worm casings.
Yep.
What's ABG stand for?
You guys are really glitchy.
Oh, we're glitching?
We are a little bit.
Is that any better?
All I hear is
That's the same. Hold on.
Oh no!
Let me take myself out for a minute.
How is it now? Oh no, it still sounds funny, huh? Oh, it sounds worse.
Let me take Scott out. No.
It might be me.
maybe it's because
Sounds
me
like
and my dad are right by each other.
Sounds like somebody's eating potato chips. I don't know.
Hold on, let me put
Everybody's frozen. I'll probably lose you guys in a second. Or you'll lose me. It happens every day.
Sounds like a weird alien language.
Is it still there? Let's take Ty out.
Slightly.
I think it was Tyler.
Oh, it might have been the interference.
It was Tyler.
Possibly. Yeah, it's gone now.
Okay, we'll see if we can bring him back. We'll swap him out for Scott. Oh, he just lost connection or something. So, never mind, Tyler. Forget you, bro. Tyler's like, I'm out. Time to go to bed.
We're done.
Now, if we don't have Tyler, we don't have Scott really either, because we can't hear him.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, I can hear him.
Oh, there he goes. Hey. All right.
let's see.
So you answered the ABG mix question. How about what do you feed your isopods? And do you feed them the same thing, or do you give them a variety of things?
They pretty much get the same thing. Leaf litter.
Hold on. Let me put this on.
Cool. That makes sense. All the basic necessities.
All right, let's see what we got to do here.
It keeps
Now
these
that we
from
have Tyler
feed
back.
88 species.
There we go. Oh, for crying out loud. All right. All right. I think I got you back. Maybe. Yeah, I like to keep it simple too. I like to keep it everybody kind of gets the same stuff. Rolled oats are the big one for me. Like rolled oats is the easiest one to go to.
Hi, just reconnect. You know how to do that?
Is he getting tips from his sister? Scott, how many more shows? What's the next show you're going to be at?
Reconnect.
I don't hear anything.
Did you have your volume?
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's always something. Every episode. I'm surprised I haven't been kicked off
All right,
yet.
I'm here.
Usually in an episode. All right, we got Scott back.
Yes.
It's the curse of the Isobuddy. We can't have an episode where it goes through. We had Wally on, and Wally was having crazy technical difficulties.
They pretty much get
Monster
the same
past
thing.
bedtime.
Leaf litter, carrots, cuddle bone,
Okay.
fish flakes, and dried shrimp.
What's the fish
Gotcha,
flakes that you
gotcha.
use? I thought I saw HBH up on the.
Keep it simple.
Which one? Sorry.
Yeah. It keeps
Yeah.
it easier for me to feed 88 species.
AGH. Awesome. Okay.
I can't imagine. Like, I have a hard time keeping up with mine. I've been neglecting them a little bit lately. So I'll be excited when all my little dumb projects are done.
No, my phone died.
Oh, that'll do it. That happened on my live cast too, where I was on location. The guest's phone died, so we had to use my garbage tablet. My Amazon Fire. Also not a sponsor, but we will take any sponsor that comes our way. Even
No,
though
that's
I don't know
fine.
where my Isopod Freak shirt is. I lose all the stuff. And my my water bottle from Angie,
June
my wife
19th.
put it in the dishwasher.
And it's the same
June
week
19th.
the NARBC.
Why would you go to a different show than the NRABC?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, now I can't
I
go
was
there.
gone for that answer.
Okay. You keep fading in and out. Let's get Tyler back in here. Is Tyler's mic on? No, he's got headphones in now. Or earbuds.
Are we gonna go the day before or after that?
We can kind of hear.
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
Poor Scott keeps busting in and out. Yeah, definitely lagging.
Best podcast ever.
So, Scott, what was the show? I'm sorry. What was the show that you were doing instead of NARBC?
Nope. It's like you might as well cut it off and just go next to Ty.
I know. I'm going to try to go to Tyler here. Let's see.
They
See what
shut the
happens.
computer.
Oh, did they shut the
off
computer?
We're gonna try to fix it.
Okay. Well, we'll just talk to
Ah.
Tyler.
Yeah, they turned off the computer.
Tyler, what's
Oh,
the
that
show?
makes sense.
What's the show that you're going to be at instead of NARBC?
Scott Smith's All Animal Expo.
Okay. I feel like I would take the
Nice.
week off for that because that's going to be huge competition. Oh, well. I'm not running it. I wish Scott Smith the
We're gonna
best.
go-
That's
We're gonna go the day that the show isn't to NARBC.
okay. I think I'm going to go that Saturday.
Ah.
The Scott Smith is on Sundays, isn't it?
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sundays sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Twice a month.
Okay. So June 19th is going to be the weekend of the NARBC show. That's the big one. And apparently Scott Smith's, if you're out like DuPage County, it's not DuPage County Fairgrounds, right?
Kane County.
Kane County Fairgrounds. Okay.
King County.
That's where they have all the great
Boom.
shows. Toy shows, reptile shows.
All the fun jazz.
What's the other one? Like they have a
I thought
swap
they had
meet
that
there.
big antique one. Or yeah, like a swap meet. There you go.
Yeah, they do a lot of good stuff there. So we've got 2 Kings of Isopods, which I'm excited that dairy cows were in the running because I feel like they put isopods on the map for a lot of people.
Oh, goodness, yes.
Yeah, that's most people's like starter isopod. What was your guys' first one? What did you do first?
Dairy cows.
Awesome.
Dairy cows. Hey.
And why?
Because we got them for free from Red Spokes.
That's a good one to give away.
That's a perfect reason why.
Yeah.
By the time you guys got him home, his already had enough babies to replace yours. So that's a good one to give away for free. All right, Scott's connection is better.
Yeah, much better.
It's not
Oh,
lagging.
okay.
Oh, he switched to his phone?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Next time we'll just do that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Boom, chakalaka.
There he is.
Hey.
Is that better?
That's so much better.
Amazingly better.
Now it's not even like lagged or anything. I'm
No.
Not at all.
Your daughter's laptop sucks.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck off.
Well, now I gotta bleep her. Now I gotta bleep her. Oh.
Apologize. I fixed it. I got it working. I'm out.
Well, we respect it. Peace.
There's
It still
always gotta be
sucks.
a great part of
It
the-
still sucks.
Yeah.
Now
Whatever,
new one.
dude.
Now everything's this big.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is on your phone. I had a hard time with it too.
Yeah.
She's got too many social media apps on there. Flags it up. TikTok, the worst. So with your friends, when people come over that aren't into these bugs, do they get like creeped out? Do they have a hard
My
time with it?
friends?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and Scott.
I've had a friend come over and say he wants to sleep over. He goes in my room and he's right out the door.
Right out the door.
Who did that?
What a pansy. Can I say that? Is that I don't even know if that's like weird
I
anymore.
don't know. I don't know what you
Is
can say
that-
anymore. So
I don't know. I'm old, so I don't know what's good and what's bad anymore.
you can't say it in a grade school, I think. So
Probably not. Probably
I don't
not.
know.
But still, that's a pansy move.
I
Like
called
that's,
myself a
come
monkey
on.
like 3 episodes ago. So
What?
yeah, I had my friends over the other day, and they were super excited. They're like, "Let's see your bugs," and I showed them, and they're like, "Oh my god!" Like they had no idea the amount of dairy cows and orange koi scaber, and you flip over a piece of wood, and there's literally like 500 under there, and it's crazy.
yeah.
So they were not prepared for that, even though they're fans of the show.
No.
Because you guys have those bins too that are just chock full, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Because I feel like you
Tell
could
them not
bring.
to look in the bins.
Yeah, no, they were down. They were like, "We watched your show. We want to see what kind of bugs you got." I was like, "Okay,
Okay.
I don't think you do."
Mm-hmm.
And now today they're sending me pictures of insects they found outside their house, like somebody had a wood roach. Yeah. Now I have to identify everything.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens.
Yeah.
We escalate from weirdo to expert very quickly.
Well, expert weirdo.
Yeah.
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 He
Yeah.
had a wood roach
Mhm.
climb up the front of his by the front door, and it set off his Ring doorbell. So it recorded this like 6-inch wood roach going up the wall. He's like, "What is this?" And I was like,
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have any more questions for these two handsome individuals, or?
I'm trying to think. I think I kind of spitballed most of them kind of quickly. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Next time I'll just use my phone instead of the computer.
Yeah, and we'll definitely
Oh,
we're
yeah,
gonna
that's-
try to go through other people, rotate them back in because
Yeah.
we've had such a good
Oh
time.
yeah. For sure. We'll definitely have you guys back on the show and kind of like do an update and to see what's your new favorite.
Did Tyler grow his first mustache?
I know. Oh my gosh, Tyler! I just realized, like with the reflection, I just noticed you have a Bass Pro Shop hat, and we are now new best friends.
Nice.
Yes, excellent.
Going
Anytime
fishing,
I wanted to go, go ahead.
I'm going fishing all week next week.
Ooh, what are you going fishing for?
Anything that bites.
Anything that bites. That's my man. That's what I'm talking about. See? Anytime I go to Lake Mary, they're like, do you want to catch some trout? I'm like, anything that will bite my bait, I will gladly take.
The other day, I caught a 5-pound catfish.
Nice.
Did you eat them? Please tell me you ate them.
No, I let him go. My mom.
You let them go? Okay. It's
But
okay. It's okay to let them go, though.
We were gonna catch crappie and eat them.
Oh, okay. So there was a set species in mind, so that makes sense.
Crappie.
It's totally acceptable. Ooh.
But we didn't really catch anything.
No?
I was with both of my friends, 2 of my friends.
But did you have fun?
Definitely.
There you go.
That's what I tell all my friends whenever they get mad because they don't catch anything. I'm like, not my fault.
But did you have fun?
Yep.
Exactly. That's
I'm like-
exactly how I feel. See? We're right there.
I'm like, the fish mean nothing to me as long as I'm with friends.
There you go.
Nice.
I like it. See? Look at that. 13 and speaking like a 31-year-old. Genius.
You need a lure on that hat. You need like one of those lures hanging out with
Right?
the old men.
Yeah.
The hook.
Yeah, just that bent hook. Gotta get
Just that nice hook. That nice hook.
The bent hook on one side and the bottle opener on the other. So
I
good
can
time.
open that fresh Coke like while he's fishing.
So Scott, I'm not forgetting. You have that fishing boat in the garage, right?
Yep.
Are you guys going out? Is that the deal for the week?
Yep.
Where are you headed?
Nice.
Castle Rock in Wisconsin.
Okay,
Ooh.
that's probably the last place I fished was Lake Michigan, but we would go every year to northern Wisconsin in Townsend and catch all kinds of crazy fish. I feel like if I knew about isopods and stuff like that, that's all I would be doing.
So now that we're veering to it, we might as well continue real quick. What type of fish do you usually catch over there?
This will be our first time actually fishing it.
Oh, okay, very cool. So is it a loaded lake where they like feed it certain fish, or is it like natural fish that are already there?
It's natural.
Nice. See,
That's good.
I'm definitely not from that area, so I've traveled quite a bit. Never made it quite up there. I went to Detroit one time when I was 4.
Yeah,
And
That's
National
about-
Arizona. They don't have lakes in Arizona.
a state.
Oh, yes, we do.
It was either a state record or like a world record. Tiger muskie was caught out of that lake.
Nice.
Ooh, very cool. See, some guy, he introduced pike to one of our lakes in Arizona because he wanted to fish his favorite fish, and now he's killing all the rest of our fish. So all we have is pike and random trout.
That's some of the lakes in Wisconsin too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. So you're encouraged to just murder them if you catch them. So
Oh, yeah. They said if you catch pike, kill them on sight.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I'm like, we're having fish fry.
They're such a beast to clean too. They're like the worst. They don't taste bad, but
They're so bad. They're so bad to clean. Ty, have you ever seen a pike?
I've caught 2.
Have you caught? Really? That's awesome. Okay, I'm a little jealous. That you've caught 2 before I am more than twice your age.
If you want to hear all the fish that I've caught, it'll take me 3 hours to explain the whole thing.
You
That's a
are my
different-
new favorite person. I love it. We will definitely have you back on for a fish episode one day. How about that, Josh?
that sounds good. We haven't done a fishing episode. We could get there.
Why not?
I do derbies and tournaments with my dad.
All right.
Nice. That'll be a really cool episode to talk about. That'll be really awesome.
So we'll tie
We've
this
had a
back into
blast talking to you
Isopods.
guys.
We'll tie it back into Isopods. You can feed all the scraps from the fish to your Isopods.
Yep. They would
Yep.
have the heck out of
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
I feel like if you have a dairy cow bin, you can just hear it go, meow, and then it's just bones. They're like that, right? They eat like crazy. So, all right, guys, thanks so much for coming.
Thanks for
I hope you
having
had as much fun as we did. So, I'm sorry I lost my shirt. I seriously think my wife has it as a sleep shirt. Because I can't find it anywhere. And I didn't throw it out. So, it fits perfectly. So, get their t-shirts.
She probably stole it.
Is your thing a website or is it just a Facebook page?
It's just Facebook.
Okay, so you want to look for the
Facebook right
Isopod
now?
Freak. There it is. Tyler's
Heck yeah.
sporting it. The Isopod Freak
Do you
on
guys
Facebook.
have
Nice.
an Instagram account by any chance?
Yeah, we have 2, but the one with
Two?
the underscore is the new one. The one-
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So is that the one to follow? The one with the underscore?
Yeah, the other one, my old phone broke. So.
What is the one?
Ah.
It's the _ Isopod Freak.
No, it's Isopod_freak.
Gotcha. Perfect. Say that one more time for our viewers.
Isopod_freak.
I'm typing it in chat too.
Perfection.
We'll put that on the description too. So that'll have some
Absolutely.
links in the description later.
Mm-hmm.
Later for the sign language folks. Later. All right. Yeah, so we'll see you guys. I can keep talking to you guys all night. We'll be in chat while I do my tending to my pods. And so if anybody wants to pop over there on Facebook, feel free. And I'm going to blow my nose really hard when we're done because my allergies are killing me. So this is the first episode. This is the first episode my cats didn't poop at like 9:02. So
Hey.
I told my friends, if you look through my footage and you look at 9:02 or the 32-minute mark, you'll see me go like this almost every episode. And that's because my cats took a dump. And it's awful. So not tonight. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a good night. Tyler, I
Ty, you
hope
were
it's not too
awesome.
late.
Scott, have a wonderful night. You guys, thank you so much for answering all of our marvelous questions. And you guys have an amazing evening.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
So if you guys go to a show, yeah, right? That was great. Those guys
That
are
was awesome.
I'm
Heck
glad you had a good
they
time.
were super cool.
See how stoked? You got to
That
keep
was
that
a
energy.
blast.
Just this isn't first episode energy. You got to keep that energy. All right?
Always, Josh.
That's why we're happy to
You've
have
seen me
you.
on the chats. You've seen me on the
Yes.
chats.
Yes.
I don't know how to control my emotions sometimes. I'm just like, do it. Like,
I like that. That's very metal. That was very metal.
yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna have that energy here from now on. It's not just me making awful jokes. It's gonna be Energizer Bunny and me.
Done.
So hey, guys, hit up Scott at the shows or online. Help his daughter buy a new tablet or
Heck yeah.
laptop,
support
whattever.
smaller
Hers
businesses.
sucks. She threw an F-bomb at me for it, but it sucks. So the iPhone's the way to go for this show, apparently.
Apparently.
Next week, oh my God, I don't have my book down here. I don't know who we're interviewing next week.
Uh-oh.
But I'll post it somewhere and I'll be in contact with them. My book is upstairs so I could get all my questions ready to go for this week, which it's been a totally crazy couple of weeks. So I've been totally unorganized. So as you can tell. So if you haven't already done it, if you liked this episode and want to see more content from us, hit like, subscribe, that bell icon so you know what's going on. Keep your eyes open for a Patreon, which we're going to do eventually. Probably not anytime soon. I think we're just having fun with this, right?
Absolutely.
There you are over there.
Yeah.
Right now it's mostly for fun. So we are working on merch. I am working on merch and I'm working on a new set of pictures for the website or for the YouTube and the Facebook because I purged some things so I could get it back to what I want. Other than that, yeah, guys, have a great week and we'll see you in a week. I'll let everyone know really soon, like in the chat tonight and on the page, on the YouTube page, who we're going to interview next week. Honestly, I don't even remember what the topic is, but I know that they know that they're coming on. So I hope it's somebody good. It'll be someone good, and it'll be a good topic. So I think it's dart frogs. I think it's somebody with dart frogs.
Ooh.
But I'm not 100% on that. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, it's not.
But hey, either way, we're going to have fun and we're going to learn a lot.
Yeah, we'll learn something, and we'll try to keep it, bringing it back to the beginners. So, because we've got a lot of folks that really don't know what we're talking about. So it's not just for the advanced keepers. And we're going to focus on
Absolutely.
Early keepers for now, too. Like people that aren't, maybe they don't have a lot of experience. And then once a month, we're going to try to have a really advanced keeper on. Like we have Chris Biggs coming up, not this week, but in a couple weeks, actually. He's not too far out. Ophi Spider-Verse is going to come on and talk to us about every possible arachnid on the planet. Yeah, she's awesome. Her dad is really nice. I don't know that I've met Ophi herself. She's 8, I think, and super into
8 or 9,
like that.
Yeah.
She's a real sweetheart. She sent me a bunch of stickers that I have proudly displayed. We've got Pete from Bugs in Cyberspace is going to come on in a month or so. Yeah, we've got a lot of cool things coming up. So next week, it'll be cool. I just don't know how cool. So it'll be fine. It'll be awesome. Whoever it is. All right.
Always.
So have a great day, guys. Thanks again. Isobuddies out. And then we can click